Okay. Okay, so start now. The first I want to introduce myself. My name is Vương Manet. You can call me Manet. I am a digital learning facilitator of UP. Basically, I control on UPOP or another digital learning. You can ask me if you have any problems about the digital software or anything online. Okay, today I'm going to show you about the whole basics of UPOP. Okay, I don't have slide to show you because mostly UPOP we are presenting on the web directly. So UPOP is the online learning platform that allow teacher and student encourage each other. Lecturer can upload the lesson, design the quiz, or create assignment for student to submit, something like that. And student can also submit or do something, or can check the online material of their lecturer on UPOP too. And UPOP we are designed from the Moodle International. They call moodle.org, and then we create our own website and design something. But now UPOP is on updating. As you can see, UPOP we have a website called elearning.potisastra.edu.kh. It's mean without W and W. Okay, so at first about UPOP, you have to have your own account first, because in UPOP it's different from Moodle. Moodle it have function for you to sign up about yourself using your own email address. But on UPOP here, you cannot sign up or register. You need a UP Gmail account and you need IT to create for you. So after you got account, you can go to this website here, and then you can log in. So on the UPOP website, we have only the function login. It's take easy for a new lecturer coming and to learn more about UPOP. So just only click on login, and then type your username and password, and you can remember it's correct to your browser. Okay, and then log in. Okay, when you got in here, this is my account because I am admin, so I got some more function called site admin. But about your account for new lecturers, sometimes you can see only at the private file or at my course only. Okay, so at first I want to introduce you about the function at the left side here. At the logo, IT said the function go to the home page. So when you go to long or far from your course, you can click on the logo to get back to your home page. And dashboard also get to the home page too. Site home. Site home here for mostly for the new student. You can also use it, but for new student they have to enroll to the course by themselves. But for lecturer, they no need to enroll by themselves. They have to enroll by UPOP facilitator, mostly by me or by IT. Okay, so when you come here, it don't have any function, just have the logo of the library and a course, and then the function bottom is view all courses. So when the student want to enroll to the new courses, they have to click on view all courses. Okay, and then they jump to this dashboard. So they don't have to learn as much in here. They just can see only the third course. Okay, so for the new semester, every new semester, I or another facilitator always create a new course for the new subject in new semester, and then we forward that as a new email or the list of each cell to the faculty manager, and then faculty manager will share that to their own lecturer. So lecturer have to send this to their student. So student will got the the new course, new name of the course, and then the password. Alright, so when the student need to find the subject that they have to learn for the new semester, they will type the full name of the subject in here, and then they search. Okay, for example, this subject, and then click search. Okay, for example, if that student found their subject or their courses, they will click on it, and then they might have to type the password of the subject again to enroll in this subject. This is for the new student that they don't know how to enroll. Okay, in here, new student will ask their lecturer how to enroll to the new course. Okay, that's why you have to understand about this function. Okay. And in here is the calendar. Calendar mostly it's like just about the new general calendar. But what the difference is, it will connected with some tool. When using a quiz tool, assignment tool, or something that related to the notification, it will connect it with calendar. Okay. Private files. Private file, you can call it the cloud storage. In here, any user, even student, admin, or lecturer, we can store the file in here, but mostly it's not unlimited. For the teacher or lecturer, I'm not sure, but it mostly will be limited by any megabyte. But you can store your private file in here because I think it's so secure than Google Drive, because UPOP we're using our own server machine in UP. That's why no hacker or anyone can trade into this platform. And my course, it could be the same as a side home, but mostly for new account, for student might not see my course, because new account have to have only at least one course first to see this function. Okay. And for lecturer, you can go to this category to check out how long that UPOP start, or how many courses in your faculty have, or how many years. You can check in this function category. Okay. Now I go back to the dashboard. Now we turn back to this function. We can extend, and this full screen, and this recent courses. When you go too far and you want to back to your recent, you can click on this. Okay. And this is language. We have two language, English and Khmer. This is chart. Chart, you can apply your student UPOP account, not email account, your student UPOP account, to chat to them. Okay, about something. And in here is not notification, mostly connected with the assignment tool or lesson tool, but mostly for the assignment. This is the profile. You can click on it. You have your account. You can go to learn one by one. This profile, you can type something about the description. I mean about you, because if you teach at UP for a long time, you can type about your own description summary. For the new student coming in UPOP, they will go to their lecturer profile and change about them. Okay. Okay. So now we turn back to the front page. This is username, and we have two functions here: recent courses and the list of the course. But mostly you have to look at the recent courses. For the new lecturer, you might don't have courses yet because you are new and you're not enrolling in any subject yet. But for English teacher, you might got the course. I might ask to Nicola for enrolling, so to know that which course that you will teach for semester 2. Okay. So now I will give you an example about how to use UPOP tool on this course as an example. Okay. This is called the test course. So you can have it after finish. I will enroll you. This course you can create something or anything do as an example or as your test. If you not make sure that you not understand clearly about the tool that I showed you. So you go to in this course. Alright, so at first I want to explain you about the function at the left side. This is the dashboard of the course. Okay, it is different from this function. This is the dashboard of the home page. So when you go too far, you want to go to home page. Could you turn off your microphone because it's some noise. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say hello to Rob Colin. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, I was late. I didn't realise it was trying to log me in with the wrong email address.
Okay, that's
Sorry
okay.
about that.
Yeah, that's okay. Because I record the video of the whole training, so you can rewatch again on YouTube. Okay, now we got back to the course. Okay, this is the dashboard of the course. When you go too far, you want to go to the dashboard of course, you have to click on here, and this is the dashboard of the home page. Okay. And this is the participant function. So lecturer can see participant, but student might not. Okay, so you can see how many lecturer or student in here, because one course mostly not having only one lecturer, mostly having 2 lecturers, 3 lecturers, or more than that. So you can click on it to see lecturer, student, or any other participant in here. Okay. And this is the grade function. Grade function mostly we use for a quiz tool, because after quiz tool is something like Google form. Because quiz tool, after you create, you don't have to grade your student. It will grade student automatically. But after during you create the quiz question, you have to set the score or something connected to the score correctly, and then it will correct automatically. So what they have to do, only go to this function and then go to export the score. So I will explain you after I show you the quiz tool. Okay. And this is the shortcut of the inside the course dashboard. Okay, so it will be connected from here. If you don't want to scroll down, you have to look at here and then click on it. Okay, now about this platform. Mostly on UPOP we have two layout in here. We have card layout. This is called card layout, and then another one is list layout. But it will work the same. It's just different object looking. So I explain you about the card layout first. We have two sides. The first, you can see this side, the big side, and then you can see this box column. Okay. Inside the course, we separate into different ways to put the material. At the first here, you can see this. Lecturer don't need to put their own material in here. This is for only putting the learning outcome, assessment plan, any online resource, or other URL for this subject only. As mean, for the new semester, lecturer have to discuss each other, or one lecturer come here to put this. Okay, so at the bottom side is the lecturer folder or group of lecturer folder. If they have different material, they can go to this folder and set the name, set their own name and put their own material. But if they have the same material, they can put For example, English week 1 or any name that you discussion, and then you can put your own material in here as group for your student. In order to edit something on UPOP, okay, mostly you have to click on this setting function and turn editing on first. Okay. So you can edit like your folder name. For example, okay, I go to the bottom side to add a new folder or section. Okay. And then I click on this pencil and to edit the name, for example, Manet A1, for example, and then enter. Okay, so now I got my own section for my student. So when your student come into this course, for example, your student already enrolled into this course, they will find your folder. So you have to tell your student about your folder name. For example, my folder name is Manet A1. So my student will come in here to find a folder called Manet A1, and then click on it to start to get my material in there. And you can edit something in here by click on editing and edit top page. Okay. You can put the summarize about your section, or you can restrict access. You can restrict your student as a group in here, but you might need a group of students first. So I think another English lecturer, they might explain you about this. Like Maika or Manina, lecturer Manina or Nicola will explain you about this. Okay, so only here can save change. Alright, so now I want to show you about the tool usage on UPOP. So I will show you only the main points of the usage of the tool of UPOP. So mostly lecturers need to import the lesson into their own section, design quiz, assignment, and then create a student assignment and download the score. Okay. So I will take an example in this section. Click on it. Okay, so in order to use UPOP tool, you have to turn on editing. So I turn already, and then it will show you this function called add an activity or resource. So click on it, and you will see all Moodle or UPOP tool in here, but we don't use it at all. We use only the main tool for input the material in the folder. Alright, so at first I want to show you how to import your own lesson to the own section. So we have two ways to put about the lesson or something related to the article. So the first way, you have to input the lesson as copyright and paste. And then another one is you can input your lesson by input the whole file. I mean like Microsoft file, PDF, Word, Excel, something like that, or another short video or audio, something like that. Okay, so the first you have to put as copy and paste. So you have to use this tool called book tool, and then click on it. Alright, so the first it's allow you to type the name. So for example, I type lesson for week 1, yeah, for example, and then the description you can put or you can skip. Yes, it's up to you. And about this function, you can skip it. Okay, and then click save and display. Alright, so you come here. Here is the place that you have to put the title of the lesson and then the lesson content. Okay. So now, so I'm going to take an example of the article in this website. Okay, this one. Okay. Alright, so you can put the title of the lesson in here. Okay. This is the first page, so I will explain you after the niche. Okay. And here is the content. So content, I will put this article in here. Alright, so you can remove the link. So in here we have some function similar to Microsoft. It could be mostly like WordPress or Blogspot function here when you post the article. So in here you can import the Word file from your original Word file, and you can import image, or you can import short video or audio, but only the short video or audio, because we are unlimited. Limit the storage of video and audio. And then you can record directly from your laptop. If you have a desktop, you need a microphone in here. And this also, you can record directly from your laptop or desktop. You need a webcam. And another function in here, you can click down there and you can see. And another main point is the HTML. Mostly if you want to redirect the video from any social media, something like Meta Cafe, Daily Motion, YouTube, you can click on it and pass the HTML between the article you want to put. For example, I want to put okay, hold on. I want to put this video, so I click on this video. I need the HTML, so I click share, and then I got in here mbit. Click on it, and then copy it. Okay, so paste at the bottom. Alright, so I click on this to make sure I got the video or not. Alright, so now I got the article and the video at the bottom. Okay, if you want to delete, you just click on it and delete the HTML. Okay. Alright, after finish, you can click Save, Change in here. Okay. Alright, so now you got a lesson that you copy paste from the internet. You have the article content and you got the video content. Alright, so I explained you about this function more. This is the setting. You want to edit something, you can click on it, and this delete and this hide. If you create about 10, 20, but you want only student can see 2 or 3, you can hide the other and show only what you want to show. And this is add more. You can click on it to add another article lesson. Right, so now I want to add another lesson. This. Okay, so when you come into the second input of the lesson, you will see the subchapter. Subchapter in here, if this lesson is the sub-lesson of this, you can click on this. But if it does not belong or sub of this, you don't have to click teach on this. It will be appear as a 2. But if you click on it, it will be appear as 1.1. Okay, you got it? So I will put something in here. Same. Okay. and then I click Save Change. Alright, so now I got the lesson 2.2 as a new lesson. But if I want it as a sub, I just click on Edit and then click on this function and save again. Alright, so now I got the sub lesson of this lesson. Okay. So now I back to my folder section. If you don't understand, you can ask me. Okay. So now I continue to show you about click on your own section or folder to get your folder dashboard. Okay. So now you got a material for your student. When they come, they will click on it to read. Okay. So now another one, you can add your lesson as the file or folder. Okay. Okay, so you can my share. You can you turn off your microphone?
Sorry.
Okay, so another tool, you can use it to import a lesson as a file or folder by click on it, and you have to use the tool called folder tool and click add. Okay, so we have to type the lesson name, for example lesson 4 week 2. In here you can type the description or not, it's up to you, and the import time is about the content in here. So you can drag the file directly or you can click on it. Okay, click on it and then choose the file to import. For example, I want to import this file. Okay, click on it, open, and then upload this. Okay, after upload finish, you can save and display. But if you want to add more, you can add another. For example, I want to add a picture. For example, picture, open, and then upload this. In this upload function, it might be limit the storage of uploading. For the video, mostly some lecturer choose that they upload the video with the high capacity, I mean the bigger storage. So it mostly limit the file of the 30 megabyte, as I know. So if you want to import the video, I recommend you to import on the Google Drive and share to your student, or you can put on the YouTube, create your own channel and put it on YouTube, and then follow my instruction, just share and they click embed and pass in the HTML function, so your student also can get the video. This is I recommend for the bigger video that you want to put on UPOP. Alright, so after finish uploading, you can click save and display. Okay, so when your student come in here, they will see like this, and they will click on it to download one by one, or click in here to download the whole that you import for your student. Okay, this is how we can upload the lesson or any other article as a file for your student. So now I finished how to add a lesson for your student on UPOP as a copyright or copy and paste, copy and paste, and then as a folder. Do you have any question? Maybe no. Alright, so I continue. Okay, so we carry on to how to design quiz on UPOP. So we have to learn about the quiz tool. Click on this function again, and then find the tool called quiz. Okay, quiz. And then click on add. Alright, so on quiz tool you have to type the name that you want to put. For example, quiz we mostly create like homework, exercise, monthly exam, midterm, final, something like that. So for example, I create it as a homework. Oh, okay, exercises for example for student A1. And description you can type something or you can skip. Okay, so the main point of the quiz tool is about the setting. You have to learn about the setting. The first that you need to learn is about the timing. Timing, you have to set the time for your student. For example, open the quiz. You have to enable it and set the time. For example, I create for my student on 12, and they can go to complete it at age. So not at age, at 2 p.m. for example, and then they can okay. I will set 30 minutes for my student, so I will put 30 on here. Okay, and then the time limited I will put the same, minus 30 minus. Okay, and about when the time is expires, you can keep it as the default. So now it's about the setting your time is depend on you. If you create the quiz for your student as a homework, you can use it or not, it's up to you. But if you use as a exercise or monthly exam, midterm, final, you have to set this function. Okay. And another is the grade function. Grade to pass, you can skip it because it's not important. Allow student to submit. You can keep it default as 1 because mostly we said only one student can attempt only one to submit only one, submit only one form to the quiz. Because if you allow them to submit in two, the score will be separate to for example, I said 2. You can set in here to get the highest grade. The system will catch the highest grade of the student that complete your quizzes. Okay, so now I recommend to use only one. And then layout. Layout here we have on the new page function. This is the appeal of the question. For example, if you want your students to see one by one, for example, you create 10 questions and you want your student to see one question and then click next. You just set in here. For example, every question is 1, 2 question is 2. So I set only 1 mostly for the standard. And then when the student come into my quizzes, they will complete it one by one and then click next. And in here, navigation method. When you set it as free, your student can complete it easily. Mean they can turn they complete the question 1 and go to the next question, and then they can come back to recorrect the answer. But if you set this as sequential, for example, you set as a sequential, your student will complete the question 1 and then go to question 2, question 3. But if they know the answer, for example, they are with their own group of the student, and then they want to recorrect the first question answer, they can't go back because the previous function will be blocked, or back function will be blocked if you use this function called sequential. Okay. Mostly we use the function for midterm and final exam or monthly exam. It depends their own lecturer schedule. And about the question behavior. question behavior, we have one main function called shuffle within question. So when you click yes, the order of the question will be different. For example, you have 10 questions. Student A go to the question, they got the question number 1. For example, they got for example, they got a question number 1, but another student they not get the question number 1 at the first question like the student A. The question 1 will be shuffled to another order. For example, at the question 9, it will be different. So the shuffle it could be important because every quiz that you create is online. Okay. And another function is about the review option. Review option mostly you have to use after the quiz close. Okay, you can click on the attempt. So after the quiz close, for example 30 minutes, and then it close. So if you want your student to see the mark, you can click on mark. If you want your student to see the correct answer, you can click on it. But mostly lecturer, they allow the student to see only the mark. I mean the student, after the time closes, they can see their own score directly. And then you can skip this 4 function, only the restrict access. Restrict access, you can restrict your student as a group, that you need the group of your student, okay, on this participant function. So mostly I think faculty manager or other English literature, they might explain you clearly is about how to add student as group, because as I know, mostly English lecturer, they know clearly how to use this function. Okay. So now after setting finish, you can click save and display. Okay. So in here you got the dashboard of the summary setting. I mean this is the title, attempt allow, and this is the date that you set in the setting, and the time limited the student attempt. So in here when you create a setting, you have to alert your student as an email, because some student or mostly of the student, they might not always log into UPOP. So if you have something like exercise or assignment, you have to tell them at first 2 or 3 hours or 1 or 2 days, and then at this time they will come during this and attempt to this. Because when the student come, for example, they come into the dashboard at 1:59, so the dashboard will be not allowed to attempt yet until 2 p.m. Okay, so the student, you can tell the student just click on refresh, and then they will see the attempt when this time coming. Alright, so now after finish the setting, you can come to create the question for the student, like MCQ or something like that, by click on edit quizzes, or we have another function in here. In here is the edit setting. You can go back to edit the setting if you think you set it wrong, and then in here it could be the same as here. If you don't see the function in here, you can click on it and click here, edit quizzes, and you come to another dashboard in here. So in here you can click on the shuffle, and the maximum grade, you can just keep it, because you might set it again after you make sure you have the score exactly that you want to set. Okay. Alright, so in order to add the question, you have to click on add, and then add new question. So in here we have MCQ, true false, matching, short answer, 3 drop and 2 tick. But in here mostly lecturer have to learn only the important question that I want to show you only 4 points is MCQ, true false, matching, and then trade drop into teach. Okay, so now we go to the first MCQ and then click on add. Alright, so I want to give you an example from I want to show you another example to compare and easy to understand. Okay, this one. Quiz. Then edit quizzes. Alright, so we come back to the quiz. Okay, when you click on MCQ, you will got the question name and question tick. Question name here is just the name that you put for your own note, and the student cannot see. Okay, you can see in here. This is the question name that I put in here. I put question 1. So my student, they can see only from this. Okay. So I put 1 as my note. And then the question tick, you have to put the sentence or question of the MCQ question or sentence. For example, I take an example from here. You can put, okay, on question tick. Okay. You can use the function to add more about what you want here. And default mark, I said 2 mark. Okay, general feedback, you can skip it if you don't have time, but if you want to put, you can write in here. And ID number, you don't have to set it because the order you put at the front already. And MCQ, you can set 2 ways. The first single answer and multi-answer. For example, I choose single answer, and then shuffle, you can click it to shuffle the question. I use capital letter. So now I want to put the 4 answer, but only 1 answer is correct. So I need the choice in here is 4. Choice 1 to choice 4. Okay, in order to take first, I want type in here as an answer. For example, AAA, it is the wrong answer, and another one is the BBB. For example, it is the right answer. If it is the right answer, you have to set it 100 because it is the single answer that the student can get a score. Okay, and I want to put two more C and D, so I need 3 choice 3 and choice 4. I put C, okay, and then D. Example. Okay, if you want to put more, for example, A, B, C, D, you can choose choice 5, or you can add more here. Just click on it. Okay. Alright. So you got another choice. Choice 6, choice 7, choice 8, something like that. Okay. But I want only 4 choice, and then I click save. Save change. Alright, so now I got my MCQ question for my student. Just click on zoom to preview that is correct or not. Okay. So now, yes, it could be correct. The mark is 2, question and answer is 4. Okay. Alright, so if you want to edit it, or just click on it. Okay, so you can edit it again. Alright, so I want to show you about the multi-answer. So if I choose multi-answer, it means this 4 choice have 2 answer that correct. For example, I choose the first as the correct answer, the first choice 2 or choice 1 and choice 2. So if these two correct, you have to separate the percentage. For example, I separate it to 50 and this 50. And then the score will be separate too. But if you want your student got 2 score per answer, you can set 4. Okay. Alright, so if the student answer correct to this and this, they will got 4. Okay. You have to separate it as equal. If you have 3, you have to set it as this. Okay. And then this. Okay. So this is the format if you have 3 answer correct. Okay. And then you can click save. And the score also separate into 3, but I will put 6. Okay. Then click save and change. Alright, so just click preview to make sure it's correct or not. Okay. It's correct? Yes. That's all. Okay. Alright, so we continue to another question. Just click on add, or on here also add function to it. It could be the same. Okay. If you want it at the top of it here, just click on add at the top. If you want it under this question, just click on add. Okay. And then add new question. And then click on true or false. Okay, so we learned about true or false question. And then click add. True or false question is the easiest question and first set question. For example, question name I put 2, yes, to continue the note from 1. And then question tick is the sentence that it could be true or false. For example, I take example from here. Okay, this sentence. So you have to put the sentence in here. Okay, and then you set the score. And then feedback is up to you. If you have time, you can put it. If not, just skip. And then only one function you can set false or true of the sentence above. So I set false. And then you can set the feedback for the response. For example, why your student answer true and they got 0. You can set the answer in here. Or why your student answer false and they got the full mark. They got a score. You can put the feedback in here. It could be the same feedback. Okay. And then after finish, you can click save change. Okay. Okay, so we move to another setting. You can click on add or in here, page 2. Okay, I want to put it above here and page 1. Okay, we go to matching. Okay, question name I put 3, and then question tick I have to put the paragraph of matching. So I want to show you first how a matching question look like. Okay. Okay, matching on UPOP is look like this. We have the sentence or introduction related to the sentence or question below, and then here is the sentence or question. And you put the answer in here. It could be the meaning of the word or vocabulary. It's something that you want to put in here. For example, I copy it and put in this question tick. In this question tick, mostly we put the sentence or question, but now we only put the instruction of the matching sentence or question. Okay. So default mark you can keep it. You can put it again when you finish adding the question or sentence. Alright, so here is the place that you have to put the question or the sentence, and then you put the correct answer that connected. For example, I copy here paste it. Alright, so you can put this point to make it look like better. And the answer, you can put the answer that correct to this sentence or question, or the word that correct to this meaning. Okay. For example, I put AAA as an example for more faster, and then I copy another as a tool, and then I put, okay, this is as an answer, and another one. Okay, I put 3 the same, but you can add more by blending more question. If you want to create this for more, for example, you want to create 6, 5, 10, or up to 10, it's up to you. Okay. So after finish, you can go back to set the score. For example, I set 3, for example, 3, and then I want a student get 2 score per sentence, per correct sentence. So I set 6. Yes, it could be separated into 3 questions. Okay. After finish, you can click Save Change. Alright. Okay, so you can go to preview your question. Okay, it's correct to the matching form. That's all. And in here it's move to page 2 because I use the function at the bottom function. So if you want to move it to the top, you can click on this and move it to page 1. Okay. To make sure that it look like better, as you note, you note 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Just use this function to move. Okay, another more about question tool is add, and then add a new question. Drag drop into text. Okay, just click on it and then click add. Okay, question name you can note the same as before, and then question text. So now I show you the question text on UPOP look like. Drag drop into text. Drag drop into text will be look like this. So you have the whole text or paragraph in here, and then you take the space empty, and the word of this space will be come under the text. Okay. Alright. Okay, so question text here you have to put the paragraph that I will take an example from this. Okay, this website. I take this. Okay, this text, and then you put it in question text. Okay, so you can blank it's 1 or 2 words, 3 words. It's up to you. So I want to delete this word and put it as empty. So I have to cut it. Okay, to keep it at the right click and cut it out, and then in order to put it blank, you have to use this. Okay, use this tool and then put the number 1, and then you have to close it. Okay, and then the answer number 1 you have to paste it at the bottom. Okay, in here choice 1 you have to put it at the choice 1 answer, and then Control V. Okay. So now I want to delete another 2 words. For example, this word, forefront. Okay, cut it. Okay, and then put this 2 and put number 2 for the second answer, and then turn it off, and then go down to paste it at choice 2. You can see it's choice 2. Another one is the requirements. Okay. Cut it, and then the same method 3, and then close it. Alright, so I take it as info for 3 questions, and now it's time for you to set the mark. So I put 3. I wanted my student to get 2 per correct answer, per correct word. So I put 6. It will be separated into 3. Okay. Alright, about the shuffle question, if you want your question shuffle, I mean it will be run the different order of each student go into it. Just click on shuffle and then save change. It finishes. Okay, so after finish, you just click on the preview to make sure that your question is correct. Alright, so it's so blank, and blank. So the word is shuffle at the bottom. Okay. So if you think it's correct, you can close it. Alright, so that's all for my solvings about the quiz tool usage. So if you want to use MCQ for all, you can use it for all. Or if you want to use it mixes with another question like true, false, you can use. So it about the using of each question is up to you. You can use it for all form the same, or you can match it each other question. Alright, so if you have any questions about the quiz tool, you can ask me. Any question? No. Okay. So now I continue to the export the score. So after finish, for example, I set this exercise for my student, and my student go to correct it already, and the time also finished. For example, it's 2:30 p.m. So it's time for me to go to export the score to see. Oh, I forgot to add more about the maximum grade. Okay, sorry. Total mark is not setting yet. It just automatically set in here, but it's not in the setting. So you have to set it in the setting the same. For example, it could be sitting score. So you just type sitting and then click save. Okay, so now you got the correct setting of grade for your student. Okay. So now I go back to the export. So in order to export, you have to go to the grade function that I showed you at the first. So before go to the grade function, you need to note about your exercise name. For example, my exercise name is exercise for student A1. Okay. So now I go to any any section that's showing the grade function. For example, I go to the course dashboard. Okay, so it shows me the grade function inside this course. I click on it. Okay, click on this function and then click on export. Alright. Okay, so if you set the group of the student in here, you can click on the group. But if you don't set the group, just keep it all participant and then go to find your exercise. For example, my exercise name called exercise for student A1. So I have to click none, select all on none, and then I choose only one. Exercise for student A1. Okay, so this is an example that your student finished the exercise or the time already finished. And then you can click download. Alright, so you will got the list of your student and score. I mean the list of the grade of the student as an Excel file. So it will show you the name of student that go to correct your quizzes. Okay. Okay, so now I finish the export and go to another tool. Is the how to design assignment and forum. Okay, so now I show you the forum at first. So I go back to my own section again. Minute A1. Okay, so explain you about the forum function. Forum tool is okay in here. Just click on it and then click it. Alright, so forum mostly lecturer can use it in two ways. They can use it as a new or announcement, or they can use it as a group discussion. Okay. So forum name, I just put an example class called test forum. Okay, test forum, and then description you can okay put it or not. It's up to you. And the setting is it important for you if you want to set the date or any attach count, word count. It's up to you. But mostly English literature want use this function. They just skip it. Just only type the name and then click save. Alright, so now you got the forum tool here. So if you have any topic for your student, okay, you can click on add a new topic. But at first, if you want to restrict your student, for example, you want the forum only for direct student can see that forum. So you can click to that direct group and then click add a new topic. For example, I click library group. Okay, so this is my student group. So I click add a new discussion topic. Only this library group can see my topic and can answer my topic. But if I click on all participants, that means if I click on add new discussion topic, it means every student, every classes can go to this topic and see what I'm solving. For example, I want to create a subject called how to, or for example, how to make money online. For example, and then I put the message share your own ID, and then click post to the forum. Alright, so when my student come into my section, they will come into this and see this here. So they will click on the topics of my profile, and then my student can read my instruction or any information I want to show them, or they can reply or share any idea under their topic. Okay, that's why we call the discussion topic. Okay, this is the forum usage. Okay, so now I move to the final tool, assignment tool. Okay, or we can say assignment design. Okay, so we have to click on this function again to use the UPOP tool. Okay, assignment is at the first, and then click add. Okay, so I want to tell something first about the assignment. Assignment, it could be different from the quiz. Quiz, after you set the setting, set the score, it will be correct or correct automatically by the system, and you just go to export the score. But assignment is different. Assignment, you have to grade the student by your own self, and then you have to export the score. Okay. For example, the assignment, I want to put the name called assignment 1. Assignment 1. Oh, sorry, assignment. Oh, assignment 1 for which one? Okay, for example, assignment 1 for week 1. And then here is the description of your assignment. For example, I have some description of my assignment. Or the topic, or you can record the voice if you want to don't want to write the article. You just record the voice, or the email, or the video is something. It's up to you. For example, this is my assignment description or topic or instruction for my student. Copy and paste it in here, and you can edit it as you sitting. Okay, you have to display it to your student. If you don't click on it, your student might not see the description of the assignment topic that they have to do. Okay, and this function is just an additional function. You can skip it or you can use it. Additional function, you can put the file. I mean, if you have the template or you have the sample of the assignment as a file, or any audio or video, short video, you can put on here by or trade it directly or just click on it to add it. Okay, to choose and add that file to this slide. So it is just an additional function. Okay, so now you have to set the setting in assignment tool. Mostly assignment you have to set the availability. The first is about allow submission form. For example, I allow my student can submit from day 11, and then do that. Do that is the last date. It's not a cut of date. So do that. It means your student can still submit the assignment, but the system will remark that their submission as the late submission. So when you go to grade the student, you will see the mark of the late student. Okay, so you can set it. For example, I set 18, and then cut off date. It means the date the student cannot submit anymore. I mean stop submission. So I put 20. Okay, on the same, and then the time put. Not specific. I mean only at the 20 day 20 it will be, the system will be blocked for submission. And this function is remind me to grade by. It's just a remind function that you can see at the notification function. For example, I set the remind function for myself. This remind function is only for yourself, because you need to grade the student. For example, at the day 20 it might be easy, or I have something or some problem that I could be forget my student assignment. So I set this date to remind me to grade my student assignment. Okay. And another function is submission time. Okay. So in assignment tool we have 3 submission type function. The first is about media collection, but media collection is in developing or updating by IT. So now we cannot use it yet. So we can use these 2 functions for file submission and online teach. File submission, it means allow your student to submit assignment as a file. I mean like a PDF, Microsoft Word, email, or audio, video, something related. For example, I choose file submission, and then I have to set something in that file submission function. For example, maximum of upload file. I allow my student to upload only 1 file. For example, Microsoft Word or PDF, something like that, or PowerPoint. Okay. And maximum of submission size, it could be only 20 megabytes. So if your student upload something like video or audio, they have to make sure it capacity under 20 megabytes. So if it's up to 20, they submit could be error. And accept file type, I recommend to choose all file type. Yeah. All file type for your student. Okay. And another function is online tick. So you can use online tick for your student. So if you use online tick, your student cannot submit any file. They have to write directly. If you do this function, when your student click attempt, they will see the dashboard like here. And then they have to type the assignment as it could be like the essay or the text or paragraph on here directly without submission anything. Okay. Alright, so you can limit the word. So this is not the minimum, it is the maximum of limited. So you can set the maximum, it's up to you if you don't want to set. For example, I set 5,000 word as the maximum word. So on this function might not appears to the student to see that. So if you use that function, if you enable it, you have to showing or alert to your student at the description. For example, maximum word is 3,000. Okay, so your student might know okay, how many words that they can write in this dashboard or this box. Okay, or you can use it together. Some lecturer they use these two functions. They mean their student can submit the file or their student can write directly on the web. Okay. And then another setting is the submission setting. You can keep it default. Okay. Student requirement. Okay, it's already takes no. Okay, you can keep it default. Group submission is not allowed in this because if you want your student submit as a group, I think you have to use your own method. For example, I create the assignment for 30 students. So as a lecturer, you can separate them by telling them you can separate them as a 3 group. For example, one group I put 10 students. So 10 students can submit only one document in this. So in this assignment creation, you will got 3 submission from 3 group of your student. Okay. Okay, notification, you can set the notify alert about the notify by grader for lab or submission, grader for submission. So you can take yes, you can use yes for these two functions because you have set the function in here remind to grade by at the day 21. So if you don't use this function, the date that you set, it will be nothing. Okay? So have to use this function and take yes. And then grade. Grade, you can set the maximum grade of your assignment. For example, my assignment, I want to set 15 for the assignment. And then, okay, grade to pass. Grade to pass, you can skip it or you can set it. It's up to you because after you correct it, the student also can see. So I can skip it in here. And then restrict access, you can restrict your student as a group if you want to restrict them in the assignment. Okay, if you don't want, just skip it. Okay, and then click save. Alright, so now you have created assignment for your student. Here is the title that your student can see at the subfolder. And then this is the description of your assignment topic. Okay, it's the maximum. This is the requirement that you set for your student. And then you got the dashboard. Okay, the dashboard here is the showing you the participant submission of grade your student. For example, the main dashboard you have to see is the participant. For example, you have some student. 30 students come into here and then the submission only 15. That is why you can alert to your students through your email that you can say some missing another missing student have to submit the assignment before the date, this date. Okay. And need grading. If you see need grading 0, that means you already grade all the students of this submission. But if you see need grading 1, 2, or 3, or 5, you have to go to grade the missing student that submit the assignment late. Okay, so you can track the grading on here. Okay, to make sure that you grade them all or not. This is the due date. It means the date of the late assignment. Okay, and the time remaining is 6 days and 13 hours. Okay, so now we finish the creation of the assignment tool. Okay, so after finish the assignment, for example, the date finish, you have to go to correct your student assignment by click on correct. Okay, click on correct the student assignment. Okay, so when you go into here, you will see the profile of your student, and you will see your student assignment at the right side. Okay, because now I don't have any student submit yet. Code is so empty. But if you have student submit, you will see the student profile and the submission is right in here. You can read the article that the student write, or you can download the file that the student upload and then read it, and then grade them the score at the bottom score. Okay, it could be easy. I think it could be easy. Just follow instruction, and then you can save and show niche from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to all your students. So after finish, you can go back to your dashboard by click on View Submission. Okay, so at this function, you can see your students submit, and then what you have graded them by scroll down, and you will see the list of your students because you show all the page. Okay, when you see the grade is 0 and 0, or you see grade nothing, you have to click on it to grade the student that I told you at first. You have to grade the student that missing, because some students submit the assignment late. That's why you have to show the dashboard to grade them again. Okay. Alright, so I go back to dashboard. Okay, so now you got the assignment, forum, book, folder, and quiz. Okay. Alright, so now I'm saying I finished my presentation for all this function or tool on UPOP. So do you have any question related of what my presentation? Any question?
No, but you said you'd give us access to a test one that we can play with, didn't you?
Okay.
Yeah, because I think I'm sure I will have questions once I've tried to use it.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree with Rob here. I think I need to use it and see. I will have questions at the moment. Just looking at it, it looks easy, but I don't know. Maybe I will have problems.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. How about teacher Lina? Lina.
Oh yeah, I want to try first as well.
Okay. Alright, so after finish, I will add you into the course test, so you can rewatch the video. So after finish, I will edit the video and then I put it on YouTube, and then I will share the link as an email to you, and you can watch the video and then practice it during the video in the course that I enroll you. Okay. Okay. So now
Thank you for that.
Okay. So, I have to finish now, and thank you for your joining this training.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's very helpful.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Goodbye. Good
bye.
luck.
Okay,
Bye.
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 Yeah, bye everyone.
Bye.
See you this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, see you
See you.
this afternoon.
Okay, goodbye, Colleen.